Okay. Thank you, Ryan. What are the odds, man? I was wondering, like, I had a few people earlier. I'm like, well, they all left. That's pretty early for them to leave, and the Pirates aren't getting bad. Thank you, Droppy. You're the GOAT. I didn't even. Yeah, there's my phone now going off. As that's going to be hit to left, but that one is foul. I should have known. I didn't see it move. I don't know why. I'm an idiot. Thank you so much, Droppy. You're the GOAT. You are the GOAT. I'll go easy on a LSU whenever we play our. Again, if you have any information on that, when we're gonna pick the teams, I'm ready to go. I was thinking about USC again, but I don't know. That's gonna be in there. Strike 3 called. So Falter is able to get out of that as we head to the bottom of the first. It is 0-0. Good day. Yes. Hey, how's it going, Reynolds? Had some audio issues earlier. Thank you guys for, of course, Droppy. Ryan C. He's the GOAT. Letting me know, hey, what the heck? You're talking. No one's listening. That's why no one's here, you idiot, pretty much. No, he didn't actually say that, but, I would have accepted it. Marlins are going to send Cal Quantrill, not exactly having a great year. 5.63 ERA, whip of 1.49. 3-6 on the year, so not great. As due up for the Pirates is going to be Cruz, McCutchen, Reynolds. I don't think this is their A team. It might be their A team. I don't know. I mean, I know Bart's still injured, but, it is what it is. Again, we are on a commercial break, so I'm just kind of filling the time here. Batting average 227 for Cruz, OPS of 819, 13 home runs, and 29 RBIs. Again, if you do like what you see, and hopefully we won't have any audio issues anymore, feel free to subscribe. Yesterday had a pretty cool milestone. As you see, I did cross 200. Thank you guys so much. That was fantastic. Again, this channel has been growing since MLB has started. As you can see, again, if you're just discovering me for the first time, I've been doing baseball games. It is mostly Pirates, but I also do bounce around as well, especially when the Pirates are just not scoring runs. I had to just abandon the Pirates for a little bit because I just could not stand them getting, losing 1-3 to just everybody. It was just annoying as crap. But again, mostly Pirates games. So if you are a Pirates fan, I think this would be a good channel. But again, if you're also just a baseball fan in general, I do work in other games as well. Again, I do listen to the subscribers. So, if there's others, NOS teams do like me for some reason. A lot of their fans tune in. So that's why I do work a lot of NOS games as Quantrill pitches, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, I do have a poll up. Pirates, Marlins, feel free to let me know who you think is going to win. Or I should say Yins, but then I'm such a poser because I never have actually stepped foot in Pittsburgh. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. Hoping to change that with the summer trip in July, late July. Hopefully we'll get to go to Pittsburgh if things work out. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. But we shall see. I'm a Pennsylvanian born, but I do not live there anymore. Forcefully moved at the age of 8. So my parents are to blame. Here's the 2-1. Cruz hits this one foul. Pirates losing last night. It was 3-2, 3-0, and then the Pirates kind of scored some runs in the bottom of the 8th, but unable to finish it in the ninth. They actually had 2 base runners on with nobody out, but just could not push them across. I just realized I still have the Marlins up over here. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Cruz hits this to left center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Lopez, the shortstop, almost had a hand on it. Yeah, that was shallow left center. So Cruz is on to lead off the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up Andrew McCutchen. Can he be clutching? Batting .264, OPS of 749, 5 home runs and 22 RBIs on the year. So Cruz on first again. He's a threat on the base paths. Pirates want to try to get ahead early as McCutchen fouls this one back, so they may be looking to send him from first to second, try to get the final game of this series. Again, they've lost the season series. Unfortunately, of course, we all know about how they blew it 3 times in opening day, had the lead going into the 9th inning, and then just lost it all. That was just terrible. 0-1 count to McCutchen. Here's the pitch. Almost hits McCutchen in the head. McCutchen has been hit near, like, just in the head a lot, or at least thrown at a lot. I don't know why, but it's just the case. I feel like it happens all the time. Here's the 1-1. McCutchen chops this one foul. So it moves to 1-2. Cruz on first. Marlins were able to get a hit in the first, top of the first. Nothing doing there. 1-2 count. Quantrill sets and fires. McCutchen hits this to center. Myers makes the catch for out number 1. So Cruz walks backwards to first, and that's going to bring up Brian Reynolds, batting .235, OPS of .690. If I can scroll down here, it'd be fantastic. 8 home runs, 39 RBIs. Hopefully he continues to do well in June, as his OPS in June in his career is in the 900s. He is one with June. Here's the pitch. Reynolds hits this to left, and it is caught for out number 2. It's a little line out there. If it was a little bit more to the left, might have gotten down. That would have been nice. Probably would have scored Cruz. Unfortunately, that's not what happened, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. And that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz. He is batting .205, OPS of .585, 1 home run, 6 RBIs on the year. Cruz leading the league in stolen bases with 23. In fact, there's a pickoff attempt, but he is back safe and sound. So I am off today. Normally I would try to do double headers, but tonight is actually a date night with the wife, as we're going to go watch How to Train Your Dragon. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low, and that gets away, but I don't think Cruz knew it, as he's going to stay at first. But tomorrow I do work, but I should be home to do possibly Pirates Cubs. I don't recall when that is, so we'll have back-to-back Cubs game or Pirates games. Obviously yesterday, today, and tomorrow's. That's going to be upstairs for a ball. Yeah, no, I'd definitely be home by then. So Pirates Cubbies tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If you're a Pirates fan, if you're a Marlins fan, well, you just got to let me know, and I'll see what I can do about Marlins games in the near future. Here's the 2-0, and that's going to be hit left, but also foul. And, of course, you're always welcome to stop by. Just hang out. Again, feel free to chat in the comments or comment in the chat. Talk about whatever you like. I do read all comments for the most part. It saved me earlier. Of course, there's no audio earlier in this one. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be outside. Cruz heads to second. Oh, he's off the bag. And then now he's safe. The throw was a little bit wide. Honestly, if the throw was on the money, Cruz would have been out because he slid past the bag. Oh, that was really close. And then again, Cruz able to slide back in. Let's see this. Woo! That was close. All right, so 3-1 count. That's Cruz's 24th steal. I think you'll be able to see that on the bottom left there right beneath me. Here's the 3-1. Horwitz fouls this one back. And normally I would be able to go over other scores, but unfortunately there's nothing doing right now. As you see, there's 2 other games starting soon, not quite now. So 3-2 count to Horwitz. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, so nothing doing for the Pirates. As we head to the top of the second inning, your score is 0-0. Again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Definitely awesome milestone yesterday. Last night was, again, thankful for you guys, the Pirates fans, and some maybe a Marlins fan, I don't know. But was able to cross the 200 milestone. It was just a month and a half ago when I crossed 100. So we were growing here. And, again, I have you guys to thank. And, again, this is the proof. If you're a first-time visitor, this is not just a one-off thing. As you can see, I've been making my own thumbnails. Again, shout out my wife who designed it. I am the one that puts the logos and colors, but she sent the template. I'm not tech savvy by any means. But, again, I've been here since opening day, since the dreaded opening day loss against the Marlins. I try to do as many games as possible. I mean, I do have a job. Most of us do. But, pretty much when I'm off, which today I'm off, it's guaranteed a game and possibly two if there's no other plans. But tonight I do have other stuff I got to do. Tomorrow I do work, but I should be able to do Pirates Cubs. And again, if you are a sports fan, NFL fan, I do encourage you guys to hit that subscribe button. I mean, I already have the Hall of Fame game up. I'm ready to go for it. And if you are a fan of the UFL, I had a really good stream last Sunday. Was it Sunday, I believe? Sunday night. And I'll be doing the UFL Saturday night as well. So, again, if you're a football fan, this is going to be a great channel for you. And I do plan on doing 2 college games every Saturday. And you guys will vote for one of them. And then the NFL, if you're a Steelers fan, well, great news. I'm doing every Steelers game. But also, if you're a fan of other teams, you have a chance to vote your team in for the other window on Sunday. So, again, I'll be doing polls. You guys will pick the other game I call. You guys have a lot of voice. I listen to you guys. So, again, like last night, had you guys vote on what game I was calling yesterday. Pirates fans showing out for that one. So, really cool stuff. Hopefully you like what you see as we're getting back into Pittsburgh. Falter's going to set and deliver. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Wagaman batting .252, OPS of .668, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. Hate when that does that. I don't know. Something's wrong with the computer. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit softly to third. Hayes throws to first and gets him by a step for out number 1. Fantastic play by Ke'Bryan Hayes. As that's going to bring up Norby. I don't think he played. I'm going to go Norby, unless I hear something different from Joe Block here calling the game in my ear. Batting .247, OPS of .664. 3 home runs, 17 RBIs. Yeah, no Greg Brown tonight. Or he might be on the radio. I don't know. I can check that one. As that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Falter, very efficient, only on 12 pitches here in the second. Here's the pitch. That's inside for ball 1. Let's say he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy. Doesn't really get the strikeouts, but he's very, very good. Sean, of course, he's a legend. Thank you for stopping by. That's going to be in there for strike 2. Who was the better knuckleball pitcher, Tim Wakefield or Phil Necro? I honestly don't know how to pronounce that. Tim Wakefield, obviously, is a legend. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul. There's Tim. Tim, obviously. My dad got to meet Tim Wakefield. He was waiting tables, and Tim Wakefield signed an autograph for him. Is this going to be hit to center? And Cruz is going to make the catch for out number 2. I'll have to get Trisk to, whenever Trisk stops by, he showed it to me, so I'll have to get him to come by and show you guys that Tim Wakefield autograph. And then legend. No, you're a legend. You've been here for a good bit, always stopping by, making sure to. And I did get to see that message you sent last night after I'd left. I saw it as I was leaving. So yeah, again, thank you for stopping by. I know, again, feel free. You're if you're busy, I know you guys obviously have family, jobs, whatever, friends. Do whatever you guys got to do. Statistically, it looks like Phil is the best. So sadly, I cannot say Tim, as this one's going to be hit to left. Frazier makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the second inning. Your score is still 0-0. That was Myers, by the way, and I do apologize. I couldn't get the stats there. He is currently batting .307, OPS of .797, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs on the year. But it doesn't matter. Actually, now he's batting .304. So, anyway, again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, this is what I've been doing since opening day. Hopefully, you like what you see. And again, you guys have a lot of votes on you guys pick games for me. You guys picked last night's game, and hopefully, and again, that won't be the last time you guys do pick a game. Today's game was picked by me, as I'll be busy later, and obviously I got to do a Pirates game. If that's the only one available, for sure. I had options obviously, but nah, we're good. We're gonna stick with the Pirates again. Pirates are 9-14 when I call a game. Marlins are 2-1. Was Tim better? I want to say it was the Red Sox. I don't know, to be honest with you. Well, first year, look at that. First year, 2.15, 8-1 record, whip of a 1.20, and then the next year didn't go well. But I would say Red Sox. ERA-wise, though, it is Pittsburgh. But, you got to go with the 17 years of work there. Again, these two teams today, again, if you're a Pirates fan, you already know. But not the greatest teams in the world, hopefully. Hopefully the Pirates are, going to win today. They've been playing well as of late. Not to shun any Marlins fans or anything, but it's nice when they play well. Definitely a lot more exciting for me. All right, we're working our way back. Here's the pitch to Nick Gonzalez. That's going to be low for ball one. Nick Gonzalez is batting .233, OPS of .717, 1 home run and 3 RBIs as he's working his way back from injury. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs for ball two. 2-0 count. Here to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, I'm hoping, can be like a nice contact hitter. That's going to be hit to center. That's going to get down for a base hit. So very nice there by Nicky G, and that's going to bring up Adam Frazier. That is batting. He is batting .263, OPS of .690, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs on the year. Runner on first here in the bottom of the second. So again, back-to-back innings here. Able to get the leadoff runner on, but can we push them across? First inning was a no. That one's also a no, that's outside ball one. Hopefully this time's a little bit different. Again, Frazier with 3 home runs, 16 RBIs on the year. Here's the 1-0, and that's right down the middle for a called strike. I don't know why the MLB Game Day app isn't working for you guys, but at least it's more visually appealing than, having this guy take the whole screen. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit left, but also foul. Will Pirates win today? I hope so, I do. I think they can. They have the better pitcher of the two. Falter, again, with a live ERA of 3.39. Quantrill not performing well this year. Usually a little bit better than that, 5.53. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside ball two. Please tell. Yeah, no. I think there will be the Pirates. Feel free to vote. I got a little poll for you guys. Who do you think is going to win? So far, it's been Pirates. Last night, the Marlins fans, or Pirates pessimist or realist, if you want to call them that. I would say realist. They picked the Marlins, and they happen to be right. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, there's a chance for a double play. And it is, as Lopez steps on the bag and throws to first for out number 2. So leadoff runner, well, it didn't seem to matter, as that's going to bring up Henry Davis. Davis batting .195, OPS of .624, 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Was Kevin Brown best on the Marlins, Dodgers, Pirates, or Rangers? Please share win-loss. I will. And love from India. Actually, I'm very new to baseball. Don't know anything. How can I learn this game? Oh, man, I really hope. This is a lot of pressure. I'm not exactly the most baseball diehard. That's going to be a 1-0 count to Davis. How can I How can I teach baseball? That's a tough question. I might have to rely on Sean. Sean, do you think you can type something? Kind of guide him on the introduce him to baseball. That's a swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike one. Let's see here. Baseball, I know cricket's somewhat similar, but I don't know if that's really accurate, Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, strike two. So you said I'll try to figure out something on Marlins, Dodgers, Padres, Rangers. Rangers 78-64, 3.81 ERA. Here's the 1-2. Davis hits this to right center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So Davis gets on with 2 outs. That's the standings. And that's going to bring up Brian Hayes, batting .226, OPS of .571, 2 home runs, and he homered last night, and 19 RBIs. Dodgers 58-32. So far, that's looking pretty good. 2.83 ERA. But then the Marlins, 33-19, 2.3 ERA. And then was the Padres, and that's going to be inside ball 1, 8-7, 2.38. Do you go for the longevity here, or do you go for the great season? Shoot, that's a good question. I think it's between the Marlins. I'm going to go with the Marlins here. And that's going to be a pickoff attempt, but he's back safe and sound. Just because it was very dominant over 2 seasons versus the one for the Padres. Then as far as trying to describe baseball, again, it's very tough to describe. Let's see. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. That was a little blooper. Davis is going to run to third, and that's where he's going to stay. So runners on the corners with 2 outs. Let's see. How can you learn? Well, again, need a glove to start, throwing. If you have any friends or buddies or family, just start throwing the game, throwing the baseball. It's, I don't know. It's pretty hard to describe, really, and I'm sure it's easy. I'm just not a good coach. I'm not a good teacher. My dad was a coach and a teacher. Ironically, I just could not do this. As IKF hits this one foul. Let's see. Obviously, you need a bat. Got to throw it to a guy behind the plate. He's going to catch it. Batting .299, OPS is .725, 1 home run, 14 RBIs. No one recorded this, by the way. This is going to be that'd be terrible. Someone recorded. Loser streamer tries to explain baseball to someone learning the game. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. Let's see. Shoot. Putting me on the spot here. I don't mind it. I feel bad. I really wish I could explain it. 0-2 count. So I try to, I'm gonna look it up. Here's the 0-2. IKF chops this one foul. All right, let me go ahead and ask Chat. Or I don't know. I don't think I have Chat GPT. How? Let me just Google it. 0-2 count. Runners on first and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Pirates threatening. Quantrill delivers. That's high for ball 2. Wants to learn. Yeah, we'll see. I hope I get a good answer here. All right, 1-2 count. Quantrill sets and delivers. That's going to be low. Oh, no, Hayes has gotten the run. Oh, but it gets away. Oh, Lopez. No, that wasn't Lopez. That was the second baseman there. Edwards couldn't quite get it. Hayes would have, if the throw was good, Hayes would have been caught in a rundown. But unluckily, Edwards couldn't quite handle it as it one-hopped, and Davis is able to cross home plate. So the Pirates up 1-0. If you're still here, this is what I got. And again, these are not my words, so I do apologize. This is all AI here. Baseball is a bat and ball sport played between 2 teams of 9 players, so you're going to need 18 players. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be inside ball 3. 9 innings, each a half inning. Each person was going to get, opportunities to play. You got to score runs. You obviously got to go to first, second, third, and home to score. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be low for ball 4, so IKF gets the walk. You need a mound in the middle. Teams that bat want to score runs, but they only get 3 outs. An out is recorded if you swing and miss 3 times, but that's also before 4 balls, which that's how it's hard to explain. Ay. You got it. If you got it and you're being serious, wow. I mean, I'm very sorry. So there's a pitching mound visit here. So again, I'm gonna just use this time to fail. You need bases. Again, the strike zone, you got to have a good umpire. So that's pretty hard. That's actually the hardest part, to have someone call balls and strikes accurately. Got to pitch it over the plate. Usually, when I was younger, it was knees to the letters, but I feel like it's now a little bit lower. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's the strike zone. And then whenever a pitcher throws it 4 times outside of that invisible box, then it's a walk. You get awarded, a base. There's a lot of ways to get out. Of course, if you swing and miss 3 times, or on the 3rd strike you swing and missed, you hit it, someone catches it, you hit it to someone, and they throw it to first before they get there. That's an out. Here's the first pitch to Cruz. That's at the knees for strike 1. And then of course you can get tagged out, though that's kind of the most rare one, I would say, of the 4. I'm really sorry. I feel so bad. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there, strike 2. I am not the guy that can help you there, and I really am sorry. I do appreciate you asking, though. 0-2 count. Quantrill sets and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 1. What are your predictions for Yankees-Royals tomorrow? Well, I can look at, again, baseball is kind of random, and that's something I've talked about. So really what I do is I kind of look at who's pitching. So starting for the Royals would be Lugo, who's a better stats than Warren. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside for a ball. So that's really how I go if I'm ever going to predict a game, with baseball, I would not predict games because, again, baseball is so random. Anyone can win on any given day. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So I'd say, just looking at the probable starters, it's going to be the Royals. But again, anything could happen. But the Pirates do score a run. So Pirates are now up 1-0 as we head to the top of the 3rd. I'm doing okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Morning. How's it going, Michael? Royals have a top-tier pitcher. He has the most... Yeah, no, I just looked at his stats. Really solid ERA. Well, it could be today. I don't know. Let's see. But tomorrow's pitcher had a 3-point something. Didn't seem like he was... I mean, that's still pretty good. I don't know why I can't seem to find it. Am I blind? I'm blind. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that... Yeah, no, so that you're talking about Bubic. Bubic, very likely to... Royals may be winning today again. Again, baseball, this guy with the 1.43, he could have such a bad outing today, and you'll see that ERA, because usually you return to, the means and stuff like that. Baseball is a sport where it's definitely I would never bet on baseball. Football, I have a lot more knowledge of it. It's a little more predictable. Obviously, upsets happen, but you still can feel with matchups and stuff like that, you can kind of tell. Hope the Pirates start my parlay off. Well, there we go. Talking about Hammer. I would never bet. There we go, Hammer. Hopefully you're correct. Usually, Hammer, if you announce a bet in the chat, it's usually cooked. Usually that bet never happens. So hopefully you are, going to buck that trend here. And now there's some guy, maybe it was yesterday. Yeah, no, that was Bubic. NFL, NBA, MLB for bets. That's fair. I would agree with that. Yeah, because baseball, it's really tough. Again, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Pardon me. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. I do want to quickly say this before we return to action here, is that, again, I've been doing baseball games pretty much since opening day. So if you're a baseball fan, this is perfect for you. And again, I did have some votes recently. So again, you guys do pick some of the games that I do call. So again, if you like having some control over baseball, and again, I'll be doing the same thing for football. You even see the Hall of Fame game thumbnail. I'm ready to go. hopefully I'll see you guys there. Here's the first pitch to Fortes, and he's going to get on for a base hit. Fortes actually hit a home run yesterday. Fortes is batting .203 now after the hit, OPS of .601. And this is going to bring up Javier Sanoja. He is batting .243, OPS of .620, 1 home run and 14 RBIs. When the money is even, it's 0. Yeah, I mean, you like to live dangerously? Well, hey, I mean, I have a lot of friends that bet, and here's the pitch. That's going to be a bunt to first, and Sanoja's going to be tagged out, but that's going to move Fortes to second. So the Marlins are going to flip over, and they're going to bring up Xavier Edwards, who's 0 for 1, batting .276, pardon me, OPS of .661. Usually means I need some water. When I do call games for the high school here for football, always 2 bottles of water. Never not go through them. Just the voice. I'm still working on it, but we'll get there one day. I don't know what's going on. A lot of stoppage here. All right, there we go. Edwards digging in. Runner on second here with 1 out in the top of the third. Falter looks back and delivers. That's going to be inside for strike 1. Is there a statistic in baseball about teams who score the first run? Well, I can look up on Google. They'll, of course, probably AI me there. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Fortes is actually moving to third. He's going to get to third, but he throws to first for out number 2. That was IKF with the throw. So that's going to bring up Ramirez, who's 0 for 1, batting .230, OPS of .729. But again, they have a runner on third. Let me go ahead and see if I can look this up. Falter sets and fires. That's going to be hit foul. There is. So in Major League Baseball, teams that score the first run in the game have a higher winning percentage. They win 63.2% of the game. So, yeah, look at that. That's a pretty big difference. Here is the 0-1. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle. Gonzalez throws to first for out number 3. So the Pirates are able to strand that runner there as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Your score, Pirates 1, Marlins 0. So I did not know that. So scoring first is a pretty big advantage. Wakefield, the master. Yeah, well, he was pretty good. Oh, do you think you could bunt a Tim Wakefield knuckleball? No. I couldn't bunt in general. I only played for 2 years and hated bunting. I was actually scared of the baseball. So whenever the bunt signal was on, I would literally miss on purpose. I'm not even kidding. So with 2 strikes, I would take the 2 strikes, miss completely, and then I'm swinging away, obviously, on 2 strikes. So just was not a fan of bunting as a person and just as a fan. I don't like bunting. I don't like it. I don't like that small ball, old school stuff. I like swing away. But again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've actually started making my own thumbnails. Again, shout out my wife for setting the template up and me, of course, for putting all the logos there. But, that's honestly the easy part. It does take me a little bit to find some logos. But yeah, no, we're moving off the, stealing from the internet here. So we're going to be a little more professional. But again, if you're also a football fan, I'll be doing NFL and college football. And how it's going to work is I'm a Steelers fan, so I'll be doing every Steelers game. And then you guys will be voting. I'll put a poll out earlier in the week about for the second game that day, because Steelers are playing usually at the first window. And you guys will vote for that later window. So again, if you're a fan of other teams, you have a chance to get your team for me to cover. And same for college, at least 2 Saturday games every single week, and it could be potentially by Saturdays, just Saturdays, 2 to 4. Other games like Thursdays, I'll try to get one. It's at least one every Thursday. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, try to get one in. Of course, I plan on being on in front of you guys at least one game a day if possible. So hopefully you like the sound of that and hit that subscribe button. As McCutcheon's going to be digging in, he's 0 for 1. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. Batting .262, OPS of 746. The only year in high school I didn't start, I was a backup for the best player in the league. They used to pinch hit me to sack. Oh, man. That's tough. Aaron Boone. Oh, it was a bunter. That's going to be low for ball one. I mean, that's still a position on the team. There's nothing like a... Yeah, I would on purpose. This was a little league. 6th and 7th grade is when I played. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Throws to first for out number 1. 6th grade, still playing on the smaller field, the under 12. I actually was not bad for playing just that for the first year ever playing. I was actually doing well to where I was started off batting 7th, and then the last stretch of the year, last stretch of the season, I was actually leading off. But the sad thing is, once I got moved to leadoff, I was bad. So I was just really good in the 6 or 7 hole. In steps in Reynolds. It's 0 for 1, batting .234, OPS of 688. That's going to be high for ball one. And then when I got moved up to the bigger field, yeah, I was cooked. I couldn't do anything. Batting 9th a lot on the bigger field. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a call strike. I was pretty small as a kid. I mean, you'll probably look at me now. I am big. Like when I graduated, I was 165. I'm 5'11", 165. That's kind of normal. When I was in junior high, I was very small, 5'1", like 100 pounds. I was a small person. 1-2 count. Leadoff is tough. Yeah, no. Once I got moved to leadoff, I couldn't hit anymore. But chilling in the 6-7 hole, I was batting pretty well. Again, they moved me to leadoff because I was doing very well. Again, that was my first and only first year playing at that point. 2-2 count here to Reynolds. 9th is easy, no pressure. Well, apparently I had a lot of pressure because I couldn't hit the ball. Here's the 2-2. Reynolds chops this one foul. I also was because there's 10 players on the team, and me and this other guy were pretty much splitting time. So I was trying to take advantage of every at bat. I was probably trying too hard. I didn't like the team I was on either. I don't know why I was put on that team. I didn't know anybody. The other team had all my buddies, and this team I only had one friend. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's going to bring up Spencer Horwitz, who's 0 for 1, batting .203, OPS of 577. They should move Juan Soto to 6 or 9. Yeah, well, you got to change it up with him. I still think he's going to be fine, but we are in June now. I think is his OPS in the 700s or did it go up to the 800s? I can look that up actually. I don't know why I'm asking. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I like Juan Soto. I do. It would be really cool if he played in Pittsburgh, but Nutting would never. OPS of 840. Okay, it's moving on up because that's going to be fouled back. I remember for the most of the season it was in the 600s to 700s. Now it's moving up a little bit. 0-2 count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Pirates up 1-0. Again, I do have a poll up. I haven't really checked in a while. My bad. You guys think it's going to be Pirates. Here's the 0-2 as that's poked foul. 89% of you guys think it's Pirates, Marlins at 11%. So that is 8-1 pretty much. 0-2 count. Quattro delivers. That's high for a ball. 1-2 count. Horwitz just hasn't really played well whenever I happen to watch a Pirates game, and hopefully it doesn't continue, as that's going to be hit. I believe that's going out of play. Yeah, that is. So that is a foul ball. 1-2 counts. Pirates able to score in the bottom of the second due to the throwing error. I don't know if it was a throwing error or they didn't actually put it as an error. Again, that throw was a one-hopper to Edwards, and he couldn't quite secure it. I'm surprised that wasn't an error. Here's the 1-2. Checked his swing. That he did not go. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Here to Horwitz. Quantrill delivers. That's going to be outside for a ball. Ball 3. And just if you guys do play MLB The Show, I just want to say, just a little advice here. If you're doing a Pirates franchise, platoon Horwitz against righties. This guy is going to go off, I promise. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be a ground ball to first. And it looks like Wagaman is going to step on the bag for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 4th. Very quick moving game as it is still 1-0 Pittsburgh. Feeling against an infielder and you make an error like borderline, you got to shrug it off and focus the next play. Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm just surprised that they didn't rule that an error because, I mean, the throw was not good. I mean, it should have either been on the catcher or the second baseman. The throw was like a one-hopper, and it was to the guy's left as he's reaching, and I guess he misjudged the hop because the ball went right over his glove. I mean, I'm cool with it, obviously. I'd like to see the Pirates win this series. Would have loved to see a sweep. It's asking too much, from the Pirates. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I see someone already subscribed. Thank you very much. That's so awesome. Again, I remember, not getting many views, and, it's been fun just doing these games, and, the baseball community's been fantastic. You guys have been awesome. But, yeah, no, I do mostly Pirates games. In fact, that's more than half of the games I do features a Pirates game. I do other games as well. I have Sean here. Sean always, he makes about 90% of my streams now. He's a Giants fan, though he's asked me recently not to do any Giants game recently, as the Giants are actually 1-4 when I call the Giants game. So I'm a curse apparently, but I don't know. I might have to do a Giants game. He'll probably let that go. Like, all right, now you can come back. But yeah, no, hopefully, again, you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Like and subscribe. Liking, again, I just found out the likes are actually important. I did not know that. I thought they were just kind of there. So, but yeah, apparently it widens view. Oh, people like this, so we're going to promote this even more. But also, if you're a football fan, I got great news. I'm doing football as well. So 2 games at least every Sunday. Steelers, and then the other game, which you guys will vote on. And same with college. The opening Saturday, I'm doing Iowa State, Kansas State, and then you guys are going to vote for that later game, and it's going to be the same thing every Saturday, pretty much at least 2 games, up to 4 potentially if the voice can go, so I can be doing big noon kickoff to Pac-12 at night. I really could. And then Thursdays, I'll be able to get 1 game in at least. Same with Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Mondays, and all that stuff. So hopefully I see you there. As here's the pitch to Hernandez. That's going to be in there for a called strike. He actually got on in the first, batting .429, OPS of .979. Michael said I'm a curse for his Knicks. Oh, geez, what the heck? I don't know. I think the Knicks have never been good. That's going to be chopped foul. They were good, obviously, back then, but I don't know. I don't really recall the Knicks being, great or anything. You can't dwell on the error for too long because the next chance is right. Yeah, no, with baseball, yeah. The ball will be hit right back to you. That's usually how it works. Ground ball, foul. .02 count to Hernandez. And I will not have a game tonight. It is date night, so. But tomorrow I'll be. I do work, but tomorrow night I'll be able to do. Probably it's going to be Pirates Cubs. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside ball 1. Friday. Probably going to do another. I don't know what game it'll be, but it probably won't be a Pirates game because that'll be in the middle of the day. So I'll probably have to do an evening game. I'm not too sure who. That's going to be in there. Strike 3 called. Hernandez stared at it for a while as he didn't seem to like it. But Falter gets the strikeout there, and that's going to bring up Lopez, batting .232, OPS of .678. And Sean, yes, no, I still have this in mind. I will figure it out eventually how to get the whole screen to show on the right side there so you can look at the stats. It's coming. I just don't know when. That's going to be outside ball 1. 1-0 count. Lopez with 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. Falter. Delivers. Checked his swing. It didn't matter. That's in there, strike 2. And he's shaking his head. But that one was clearly, strike 1, pardon me. I think I just told the future. Falter. Sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to foul. So now it's strike 2. Can't wait for a weekend. It's always easier to parlay on weekends. Less distraction. Yeah, life can be a little hectic. Saturday, I'm going to try to do 2 games. As here is the 1 and 2. That's going to be hit to left center. Cruz is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. Check swings and called strikes are the worst. Yeah, no, he didn't seem to like that. But yeah, I'll be doing the UFL game this Saturday night and possibly, most likely, doing a Saturday afternoon baseball game, most likely. Unsure which one that one might be left to a vote. I'm not too sure. Wagaman's going to be up batting .251, OPS of 665. Falter. Delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I want to note that Falter is only at 34 pitches. He has been extremely efficient. Again, the pitch to contact, it'll work if you have some pretty good stuff, and he seems to have some, as that's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. Again, his ERA for the year is in the 3s, 3.31. I mean, very solid. 4 home runs and 19 RBIs for Wagaman. Here's the 1-1. That's outside for a ball. 2-1 count. Complete game? Yeah, we'll see. It'd be pretty neat. Here's the 2-1. As he delivers, that's going to be fouled back. So the count is 2-2. 37 pitches now. So as soon as I say something, he actually is. Well, 4 pitches isn't a lot, but you know. Here's the 2-2. And this one's going to be hit to center. Cruz is jogging near the warning track and makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Pirates still up 1-0. Draven, how's it going? It's another OG here. Look at that. Yeah, again, Pirates up 1-0. Due up for the Pirates going to be Gonzalez, Frazier, and Davis. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. A lot of Pirates games, so if you're a Pirates fan, it's a no-brainer. If you're a baseball fan in general, well, as you can see, again, I do mix it up and do other games as well. And I have started making my own thumbnails, so none of that, stealing from the internet stuff right there. So hopefully that's more appealing. Again, you guys have the opportunity to vote for some games. As you can see, yesterday's game was voted by you guys, Pirates fans, showing their support with just a blowout in the poll. 17 votes. You guys, 2, 4, 5, so that's 12. 12 of you guys voted Pirates, Marlins. Or you guys, maybe Marlins fans just rated my channel. I don't know. But again, these votes do happen a few times a week, especially more as of late. So hopefully, again, you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out a lot, liking and subscribing. And again, for football, I'll be doing at least 2 Sunday games, 2 Saturday games for college as well. And then throughout the week, I'll at least get 1 stream in there as well. But again, if you're also a baseball fan, I want to make it known that I'm not going to be leaving baseball just because football is here. Saturdays and Sundays will be reserved for football. But during the week, it will still be baseball until the regular season is completed. And then we'll do a little bit of the NL playoffs as well, because apparently I just don't do AL. I don't know why. Maybe subconsciously I don't like the AL. But there are times, though, I have done AL games. I don't want to scare off if you're just an AL fan. Look, I mean, actually, yeah, no, there's a Clevelander that subscribed. She asked for a Cleveland game. And I have done I think there was another 1 or 2 that I've done. Yeah, Red Sox, Mariners. I got to get back to the Red Sox. I do need to do the Red Sox again. We'll figure it out. All right, we're working our way back here. Well, I thought we were. Now we are. Gonzalez is going to be at the plate as he chops this one foul. He's 1 for 1, batting .258, OPS of 757. They just need to stay ahead 1 or 2 runs of the Marlins, and they got this. I hope so. Who do you think is the greatest Marlins hitter ever? Shoot, I would not know. Pirates on a heater last 2-3 weeks. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt for a strike. He actually swung. I mean, I think of Miguel Cabrera, but I don't really know if that's the accurate answer. So I'm going to cheat a little bit and, of course, click on the Marlins, and they'll give me the WAR, and I can probably cheat right here. Oh, Stanton's apparently number 1. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be inside for a ball. So you got Stanton, Ramirez, Hanley Ramirez, Luis Castillo. I think he was a hitter. Sandy's Miguel. There's Miguel has Yelich, Cliff Floyd, Dan Uggla. A lot of players here. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. Actually, click on a few of these guys. Who do you think, by the way? Well, it's going to help if the Red Sox play either a team that I've covered in the AL or an NL team. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Throws to first for out number 1. I don't know. I feel like it might be. Well, Miguel didn't play there much. It's looking like it's Stanton, honestly. I mean, Hanley was there for a while, but I know he went to the Red Sox. Well, he actually started with the Red Sox. I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know. Stanton. I'm going to go Stanton. All right, here's Frazier. He's 0 for 1, batting .262, as that's in there for a called strike. OPS of .687. Gary Sheffield, like Encarnacion. I actually didn't see them there. 0-1. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Wait, Derek Lee was on the Marlins? Sheffield. I think of him as a Yankee, which I know he wasn't there forever, but here's the 0-2 to Frazier. That's in the dirt. Oh, that gets away. That landed in the grass before it did hit the dirt. Wow, OPS of .970 with the Marlins. Jeez, yeah, no, this guy was pretty good. Gary Sheffield. I did not see Encarnacion. Here's the 1-2. That's inside for ball 2. Am I just blind? I'm blind, probably. I don't see him there. Interesting. 2-2 count. Red Sox play the Giants. Okay, well, hey, maybe going back to the Giants. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out only with Sean's permission, actually. I will honor his word. Again, he's very loyal. If he doesn't want me to cover him, I won't do it. Jeff Conine. That's going to bring up Henry Davis. He's 1 for 1 and has scored the only run in this one, batting .205, OPS of .640. Quantrill delivers. That's low in the dirt for ball 1. Quantrill's been kind of losing some control here. He's at 70 pitches, by the way, and then comparing that to a Falter, I mean, that's not even close. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit hard but foul. As a Marlin, .813 OPS, 120 home runs. I'm going to get this ad. I hate the ads, man. Had some MVP votes as a Marlin. Pretty good. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. All right, so he's taken me. Sheffield was the Aaron Judge of the Marlins. San Francisco. Yeah, so he is taking me off the Giants suspension next weekend. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for strike 3 called. And you can see where number 4 landed. He didn't swing at that, folks. That was a called strike 3. So we head to the top of the 5th inning. Your score is still Pirates 1, Marlins 0. So, yeah, again, the Giants are 1-4 when I call games. I'm really hoping they win that one. So I can, obviously do Giants games. Those are kind of fun. Well, they don't score much, but I like it when they're home because that ballpark is really beautiful. Then Boston, they're 0-1. They actually, I remember that Mariners game. where I met a few. Actually, that's where I met Luis. Luis, Padres fan, but he stopped in for a Marlins or a Mariners game. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. I've been doing this since opening day, so hopefully that is appealing to you. And again, I try to do this. I've been averaging, I think this is my 45th game. Yeah, so 44 as of yesterday. I don't know why that's not showing the... Did I not put that one on there? Okay, so this is actually my 46th game. Look at that. I'm so good. Let me get all right, let's get out of there. So I'll try to add those. Actually, I'll do that right here in front of you guys. But again, also, if you're a football fan, I will be doing football later down there. Okay, it is in there. I don't know why it's just not on the front. So let me go ahead and add this in there. But yeah, no, if you like football, I'll be doing 2 games Saturdays, 2 games Sundays. So hopefully, that is appealing to you, and, I'll see you around. So we just chat sports, chat about whatever you'd like. And it's a sports channel for you guys. Pray the Red Sox keep slumping into next week. Giants have 0 offense, but excellent pitching. Pitching is a lockdown. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it used to describe the Pirates, and we actually do have good starting pitching. The bullpen it's pretty terrible. Norby's going to be up. He's 0 for 1, batting .245, OPS of .659. Again, I do have a poll. Feel free to vote. Pirates actually at 90% now, as another vote went to the Pirates. That's going to be fouled off there. Falter entering the 5th inning. He just delivered one. He's at 39 pitches, so this will be his 40th pitch. He's been very efficient. Hopefully he can keep that up. That's very fantastic. This is fantastic. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be down low for strike 2, and maybe I'm kind of seeing why. He's getting a little bit of a call there. As it looks like we have a batter timeout. Rangers play the Pirates. Oh my gosh, Hammer! I don't want you to if you have subscribed, thank you. But if you haven't, well, I don't expect you to, because as I'll tell you why. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So I can't watch any Pirates, Rangers or Astros games. I can't. So it's blacked out where I am, as I live in Texas. I'm a Pirates fan that was born again in Pennsylvania, forcefully moved at the age of 8 to Texas, so I cannot. I'm sorry. I feel bad. But if you are like a Cowboys or Texans fan, well, if you're a Cowboys fan, I'll let you pass, as that's going to be found back. But I will be able to do those games. So I just, unfortunately, with MLB TV, blackout restrictions still apply here in 2025. It's ridiculous. But no, I cannot cover any Rangers, Astros. I feel so bad, but that's just the way it is. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs for ball 2, and that is why you'll see a little bit of a gap here whenever I do or did Pirates. Obviously, there's a 6-game gap, and I was doing a lot of games this day, so it's because Pirates are playing the Astros. As that's going to be low, and he did go for a strike. Sorry, I'm a Cowboys. No, I'm not a Cowboys fan at all. I'm a Steelers fan, but I'll be sure to. Again, I'll cover some Cowboys games. We'll see what happens. It'll be left up to the vote, because they usually play at the afternoon window. 1-2 count to Norby. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. You'll watch. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I feel so bad about that. It stinks. Hopefully that's lifted one day. If you pay for MLB TV, I feel like you should get pretty much every game. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. But it is what it is. 1-2 count here to Norby. Or Myers, pardon me. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Myers is batting .304, OPS of .790. What happened to old-fashioned TVs? You flip a channel and your game is on. Yeah, right? Not quite. Not quite. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. And I can't remember who I had this discussion with, but baseball could be so much popular if they would just have. What's my cat over here sneezing? They would have just one game every day. Here's the 2-2. That's upstairs ball 3. One game every day on your local TV. Make a deal with CBS or NBC or Fox, which they have a partnership there. Like, have it every game, like one game every day. It's a different team, so that way you broaden these other brands, not just Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, all them. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. It's going to be, oh my gosh, that was hit right to Falter. And just puts out the glove. And yeah, he's trying to hide the smile, but now you can see it. He knows he did something amazing. That was right at him. Oh my goodness. What a catch. You might see that later if there's I don't know if SportsCenter Top 10 does a thing still, but that one is fantastic. That's going to bring up Fortes. He's 1 for 1, batting .203, OPS of .601. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs, ball 1. I pay for MLB TV too, and it's ridiculous to have blackouts. I know. It's so, yeah, I know. I mean, these other websites, which I will not try to call them out here, but yeah, I know. So dumb. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a strike. That would literally be enough. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man. They would, baseball would kind of regain some popularity, It's kind of crazy. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. Falter at 52, so he entered the 38. So this one, they've actually made him work a little bit here. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, baseball, they could be so much more popular. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit in between short and third. That's going to be a base hit. So Fortes gets on base both times. And that's going to bring up Sanoja, batting .243, OPS of .620. Again, Fortes also hit a home run yesterday. So runner on first, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And this is Sanoja. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for strike 1. Again, umpire, it's a wide strike zone, tall and, well, actually I don't know about tall, but I know it's definitely low and inside a little bit more than it needs to be. 0-1 count. Falter looks over and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. That one is going to be fouled. 0-2 count. One home run and 14 RBIs for Sanoja. Had a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd. Falter sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to 3rd. And that one is fair. Frazier's hustling. And it looks like he's going to hold up at 3rd. But the Marlins are threatening now, with runners on 2nd and 3rd, with still 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That was a ball kind of upside, inside, upstairs and inside. And he does some damage there with the double, and that's going to bring up Edwards. He's 0 for 2, batting .275, OPS of .659. Yeah, no, the Marlins are threatening here. Little bit of a mound visit here. So they're going to have a little chat. Yeah, no, he was able to get on in between the hitter. He hit between short and 3rd. This was Fortes. And then Sanoja now with, my bad. If I didn't make that clear, that's on me. I mean, you're listening to me so you can know. That's on me. Edwards is at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike 1. Again, the Marlins are threatening runners at 2nd and 3rd. 2 outs, though. But both these runners got on because of after 2 outs. So 0-1 count. Falter sets and delivers. That's low for ball 1. So 1-1 count as the Marlins again trying to get on the board here. This is now 20 pitches in the inning for Falter. They've made him work a little bit here. Here's the 1-1. That's in the dirt, ball 2. Braden, how's it going? I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. How about you? How's everything going with you? Just counting down to football season, of course. I know you're ready for Packers-Lions week 1. Pirates right now up 1-0 over the Marlins. Marlins, though threatening here in the 5th, they have runners on 2nd and 3rd. Falter has been very efficient, though this inning they've made him work. Entered the inning with 38 pitches here in the 5th. Now he's at 59. Probably the announcer's curse, because I was just saying how efficient he's been. Here's the 2-1. That's low for ball 3. And, he's a little bit wild here. 2-out rally is a pitcher's worst nightmare. I've seen it against the Pirates way too many times. Way too many times. Some more votes coming in. 91% now. So another vote went to the Pirates. So 10 of you guys think it's Pirates today. Just one thing, it's the Marlins. Marlins could take the lead here with one swing of the bat, but it's not going to be that one, as that's going to be ball 4. So Falter has walked the bases loaded, and it'd be such a shame to take him out at this point. Again, only at 61 pitches. And it looks like Oscar Marine's going to have a little chat with him, as Ramirez is going to be due up here for the Marlins. 0 for 2, batting .229, OPS of .725. Well, yeah, it's supposed to rain today. I was wondering, you got really cold in the house, so I'm assuming it's getting cooler outside. Doing fantastic. You're right. Yeah, no, ready for Packer football. Obviously I'm the Steelers, but the Packers, I do like the Packers because they're like the Steelers of the NFC, just a classic old school team. Definitely a lot of respect for the Packers. Not necessarily in the year of 2010, but other than that, we'll go ahead and, forgive you guys for that. All right, here's Ramirez. Ramirez, he's kind of clutch. Well, we'll see. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball 1. As Falter again struggling to find the strike zone. 1-0 count. Packers are cool. No, yeah, I like the Packers. Here is the 1-0. That's low for ball 2. As again, he's just struggling to find the strike zone now. And when he does, he's getting hit on. But of course, I will never cheer for really any other team other than the Steelers. Steelers in the NFL, and that's pretty much it. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be hit to right at Reynolds, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So Ramirez unable to produce there with bases loaded, luckily. So we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Pirates up 1-0. That was a rough inning there, but able to get out of it. Again, folks, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. Hopefully you find that, appealing, as it's not just a one-off. I know that's many people's fears, like, oh, well, I don't want to sub and then, never see him again. No, I've been doing this for a while now. I average, I guess it's about 2 out of every 3 baseball games per, 3 days will pass 2. But lately it's been 1 a day, sometimes 2 a day. So, again, I feel like you'll get pretty good value for your dollar. And, of course, you don't pay a dime to subscribe, so it's actually great value, fantastic value, infinite value. And for the NFL, again, I'll be doing 2 games, Steelers and another game, which will be voted by you guys. And then for Saturdays on college, it'll be same thing, 2 games at least. Most likely Pitt will be the guaranteed game if I'm able to watch it. Then the other one will be voted by you. And then after that, I can probably just, if I can keep going, I'll keep going. And, of course, during the week, I'll still be doing baseball up until, September. And then after that, of course, college football will be on pretty much every day. So I'll be able to get some college football games in for you guys. So, again, if you're a sports fan, I think this is a great channel for you. Pirates need some more security. Yeah, I think the Marlins will score. It's kind of seemingly like that they will score. It's Falter. Hopefully, he got that out of his system. But yeah, no, he was he's definitely struggling there in that inning. Just pitching around, couldn't quite find the strike zone, and then when he did, they were kind of all over it. Luckily, again, that was hit right at Reynolds. That was hit very well. So Hayes is going to be due up. He's 1 for 1, batting .230, OPS of .576, as that one is going to be popped up but fouled. Again, I do have a poll up. Feel free to vote away. Pirates, Marlins, who you got? Who's winning the final game of this series to win the series? Pirates currently up 91% to the Marlins 9%. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 count. Quantrill at 75 pitches. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. So they're showing the bullpen there for the Pirates. Not exactly the best bullpen in the world, but that's what we got. Here's the 2-1. That's upstairs for ball 3. Got one in the U.S. Open. Is it sad I think of tennis when I think U.S. Open? But I mean, I used to watch golf. Honestly, I don't really haven't really watched golf in a while. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be hit to the left, but also foul. I do play occasionally PGA Tour 2K23. I don't feel like paying like $80 for the game. And I used to play the Tiger Woods games all the time. And I actually used to play golf. Played for the high school. And I have my clubs actually right over there. I'm talking with some friends, but they always like, oh, no, not today. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be a ground ball up the middle, and Hayes is going to get through for a base hit. So let me go ahead and just look and see, you know. I don't really know. Like, again, golf, I mean, yeah, you have the favorites, but again, that's another one where just someone could just have a good weekend and, you know, just win it. You know, win it all Thursday through Sunday. I don't know. I really couldn't give you a name. If I gave you a name, I mean, it'd probably just be a basic name like DeChambeau or, you know, stuff like that. Or Rahm. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Trying to just look at the names here. Brooks Koepka. Yeah, he's still there. Koepka. Scheffler. Scotty Scheffler. Here's the 1-0. That's in the dirt for a ball, and Hayes is going to have to stay at first because that was handled well by Fortes. Is Matsuyama playing? I didn't see his name, but maybe I overlooked it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really couldn't tell. Yeah, Matsuyama is going to play. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't give you a name. I really couldn't. If you're looking for betting advice, though, don't look at me. I couldn't tell you at all. 2-0 count to Isaiah Kiner for left. That's going to be a ground ball. Soft tapper throws to first, and he is out at first, but Hayes is able to get to second. Again, that was very softly hit. Honestly, Quantrill, I don't know how he didn't get it, to be honest with you. But, again, it was so... Yeah, that was... Quantrill could have easily had it. I don't know what he was doing there, but hey, I'm fine with that. And that's going to bring up Cruz. He's 1 for 2. Batting .230, OPS of .821. I hope Phil finally gets it, but I think it's going to be Koepka. Yeah. Yeah, Mickelson, I don't know. That's going to be... It's getting a little bit older there. I didn't see Justin Rose either. Justin Rose is another one. I don't know why I've always seemed to like. So, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, golf. Anyone can get hot on any given 4-day week because that's going to be outside for a ball. I do need to play again. What's the best? I don't know. You probably have played, but what's the best you ever shot? My best was a 92. I usually average in the hundreds, but if I went out and played now, I'd probably be like in the 120s because I just haven't played in forever. So that's going to be chopped foul. Too much hotel buffet this morning. Yeah, you're right. Too many of the waffles, man. It'll slow you down. Which, you know, it's always neat staying at a hotel in Texas. You get the Texas waffle. That's good, but I have no reason now to do that in Texas because I live here. Here's the 1-2. No, he's actually going to step off and look back Hayes. And, of course, customary that the home team boos the crap out of the away pitcher for trying to even think about picking off their player. That's just how it works. Here's the 1-2. That's in the dirt. Handled well by Fortes. I don't know. I need to go golfing again. It's just so, well, there's some nice courses that aren't exactly expensive. There's one course was really nice. It was $32 a round for a card and all that, but I think they raised the price. I don't know. Here's the 2-2. That's in the dirt. Ball 3. And, again, Hayes has to stay back. There's a really beautiful course, like top-tier course that's about 30 miles away from me, but, like, it can get up to, like, $75, $80 a round. That was a few years ago. I bet it's went up now. It's beautiful, though. It's a great course. Hard and really beautiful. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. Yeah, there's some elevation up there. And, yeah, it's just so great. It's been raining too much in the East, even golf. Oof. My grandfather, he loves to golf. That's who I kind of got to learn and watch him. And I caddied for him when I was like, 12, 13. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be poked at and fouled. I actually got lessons too, and yeah, I don't know. It was neat. Just never stuck with it. When it came to high school, I played as a freshman, played football, ran track, and then I played golf, and then played again sophomore year, but then I started playing tennis, and I got really good at tennis. Here's the 3-2. That's outside ball 4. So I kind of had to pick and choose. Do I go with golf? Do I go with tennis? Because they were both at the same time. And tennis, I was just improving so fast. As they're going to have a mound visit here. McCutchen is going to be due up. He's 0 for 2, batting .261, OPS of 742. And I think I made the right choice. But, it does kind of stink because golf is fun. Well, I get mad at myself, and I don't know why I would, but that's just how I am. Even though I don't practice or play, I still expect to hit every shot great, which is not the case at all. And I'll still get mad. It's like, what am I doing? Well, I haven't swung a club in months or years, so that's I don't know. But yeah, mound visit here again. Pirates up 1-0. 2 runners on here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out. And it looks like they're actually they're warming up Ashcraft, which again, it's a shame because Falter had been so efficient other than that past inning. But, Ashcraft has looked really good as a Pirate, and hopefully he can continue that. So, again, McCutchen 0-2, but he's batting .261, OPS of 742. Cronchwell sets. Looks back and delivers. That's high. Almost hit him in the head again. That's the second time that he's been thrown at near the dome. 1-0 count. Quantrill delivers. Checked his swing, and he went. I don't know. I'd like to see the. Oh, yeah, he just went. 1-1 count. Pirates with a chance here to extend the lead. McCutchen's going to hit this to left center field, and that one is gone. It just snuck out of here. Clear the deck, cannonball coming. As McCutchen moves into third place, sole possession of third place in Pirates history with 241 home runs. Congratulations to the Pirates legend, Andrew McCutchen. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Up 4-0 now. That is awesome. My favorite player, of course, all time as a Pirate. So he moves into third as my current favorite player, Brian Reynolds. Yeah, he just passed Roberto Clemente for third most in Pirates history. They're putting it up there now. 241 now as a Pirate. Here's Reynolds, and Reynolds is going to have a ground ball to first, so that was quite the sequel to that. That's now 2 outs. That's going to bring up Horwitz. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, batting .200, OPS of 570. Yeah, we needed those security runs. And McCutchen, of course, coming through. He's clutching. Andrew do be clutching. You really do. just over that wall, like an inch. And that's going to be in the dirt for ball one. 1-0 count here to Horwitz as, again, the Pirates now up 4-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside for a ball. And they're clapping now as I guess the PA announcer. There he is, McCutchen coming back out, waving at the crowd. Some Pirates fans waving the Jolly Roger. The Jolly Roger. Yeah, I don't know. I probably won't do that again. 2-0 count here. They had a brief stoppage of play for the standing ovation. Here's the 2-0. That's in there for a called strike. Reynolds related to ESPN broadcaster. I know who Harold Reynolds is, so I can go ahead and just tell you no, he is not. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit foul. 2-2 count to Horwitz. Horwitz at the Mendoza line, batting .200. Hasn't really lived up to expectation. Again, he did get hurt, so you want to try to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I feel like, I don't know, expectations were a little bit higher for him. As that's a swing and a miss, he struck him out. But the Pirates put up 3 here thanks to Andrew McCutchen with a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 5th. So I got to call that moving into 3rd place. Look at that. Let's go. As we head to the top of the 6th, your score, Pirates 4, Marlins nothing. Again, if you do like what you see, hopefully you hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing a lot of Pirates games. I do mix it up, of course, with other MLB games as well. But yeah, if you're a baseball fan, this is a perfect channel for you. Hopefully you think this is good enough to hit that subscribe button. Again, it's free. It won't cost you a dime. And again, if you're a football fan as well, Steelers fan, Pitt fan, or just a fan in general, I'll be making sure I get you covered. What do I mean is doing every Steelers game and as many Pitt games as I'm able to watch. And, of course, the other game that day for Sundays and Saturdays will be voted on by you guys, the subscribers. You guys will tell me what to call. And, again, that'll be every week, every Sunday, every Saturday, and, of course, throughout the week, doing baseball until baseball is concluded in the regular season. Then I'll do a few NL wild card and NLDS, and depending on if there's any teams, obviously Pirates won't be there. Sorry if I'm just breaking that news to you, but there's I have some Mets subscribers, I have some Cubs subscribers, and then NL West I have pretty much all the top 4 teams. I have subscribers representing those teams. So if those teams can make it into the NLCS, then I may do a few NLCS games. So hopefully, again, you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Is Horwitz related to old wrestler Barry Horwitz? I feel like that is not the case because the Horwitz here is spelled with no O in the middle. So I'm going to say no, but I'll go ahead and look it up just for fun. Reds getting destroyed right now. Oh, yeah, my bad. I totally forgot. I was getting used to the fact that we're the only game on. Yeah, the Indians all over the Reds, 5-0. Phillies over the Cubs, 4-0. So every game today, it's a one-sided. As we're working our way back here in the top of the 6th, that's going to bring up Hernandez. He's 1 for 2, batting .409. As Falter is in there still for ball 1. So McCutchen needs 60 more home runs. That's going to be pretty tough for him to do to reach Ralph Kiner for 2nd. Willie Stargell is not getting touched. He's at .475. That one's right down the middle for a called strike. Let me go ahead and just look it up. I don't think so, and I'm fairly certain it's not. He's not going to be related. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be fouled back. 1-2 count to Hernandez. Here's the pitch. Hernandez hits to center. Cruz is on the run at the warning track, and that one is gone. And Hernandez leading off the top of the sixth with a solo shot. And again, we talked about it earlier that Falter had been kind of faltering as of late. Shoot me now, I know, pun. But yeah, no, I mean he might be done, and it's a shame because he really hasn't pitched that much. But for some reason, as of late, he's been kind of getting hit on, and I'm not seeing any relation. So I'm going to say no, he is not related. Here is the pitch to Lopez. That's up and inside, ball one. Lopez 0 for 2, batting .231, OPS is 675. No, I can tell you that right now. But again, I'll just look it up just because. Kike, I don't think so. Fairly certain, no. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be hit to right, but also fouled. No. He actually is a son of a former Pirates scout. That's interesting. So there is a relation to baseball, just not to a Marlin. Oh, leave it. No. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to the pitcher. Falter is going to toss it to first for out number 1. No relation to any other players. As Wagaman's going to be up. He's 0 for 2, batting .250, OPS of 662. But no, he is the son of an actual scout for the Pirates, or was a scout of the Pirates. I'm not too sure. But no, there is no relation to any current or former baseball players. As we have a mound visit here, and that's actually going to do it for Falter. So Falter had a pretty good performance. The 5th inning kind of ate him up, but still only credited with allowing 1 run. Really solid, as that ERA did lower today. Again, 5 1/3, 1 earned run. Just really solid. Again, Falter's been pretty good this year. But we have a pitching change. That's going to bring in, I believe that's Ashcraft, as he's been pretty solid. Kike, no, they are not related, no. Do you guys believe the Tigers will sweep the Orioles? Well, let's look at today's pitching lineup, or probable starters. It's looking like the Tigers have the better of the two today. So I'd say, yeah. Do they play tomorrow? I don't know why it backs out the whole thing. I don't know why. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. We are in a pitching change, so bear with me. If you think I'm just here, just hanging out, well, I mean, I kind of am, but I'm also calling the game. I could see it with both pitching, starters. They're going to be in favor of the Tigers. So, but yeah, no. Kike related to Keith? No, there's no relation. No, none. Kike is not related to any current or former baseball players. Wagaman is batting .250, OPS of 662. But again, we do have a pitching change, as I'm waiting for them to put up Ashcraft here. That should be coming in. But apparently they don't want me to do that. Tigers are strong. Yeah, no, Tigers are very good. I mean, 44-24. I mean, 330 runs. I mean, they've only allowed 236. So they have a good offense. I mean, a great offense and a great pitching staff. So, very good. As, where in the world am I? I'm blind. Okay. Again, we're still waiting on them to put up Ashcraft's stats. As Ashcraft delivers to Wagaman, that's outside ball 1. Ashcraft has yet to allow a run this year. 7 innings pitched for him, .95 ERA. Here's the 1-0. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Strong. Yeah, you called Trusk. Here's the 2-0. That's low for ball 3. So Ashcraft here, he's kind of struggling to find the zone. Tigers, Yankees, Cubs. That's tough. I don't know. Here's the 3-0. That's in there for a called strike. I don't know. I think the Cubs are better, to be honest with you. I think the Cubs are better than the Yankees. And I would say the Cubs are better than the Mets. The Mets, I think, are better than the Yankees. So I don't know. So Ashcraft walks Wagaman. So apparently the Pirates' pitching struggles are going to continue a little bit. Fortunately, again, they're up 4-1. That's going to bring up Norby. He's batting .244, OPS of .655. Ashcraft sets and delivers. That's going to be upstairs, ball one. You think the Tigers are a flash in the pan? They will falter. Well, again, they don't really have the track record the last few years. I mean, they've been okay, pretty good at best. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe it's the start of something special in Detroit, as that's going to be outside ball two, and Ashcraft can't find the zone. Again, same thing you kind of saw with Falter. I don't know what I guess I can look up the temperature in Pittsburgh. I don't think it's hot today. I saw a lot of people in hoodies. But I guess that doesn't mean anything. So Marine's actually going to come and talk to him now. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, but a little bit worrying. Pittsburgh, 80 degrees there, so it's not hot. Humidity is at 41%. It's good weather, good running weather. It's never good running weather here. Not saying I would run if it were, but I'm just saying. All right, 2-0 count here as Norby digs back in. Runner on first with 1 out. Ashcraft sets and delivers. That's going to be inside, ball 3. About an hour for Pittsburgh. He got into the 40s. Oh, geez. Lucky. I missed that. Twins are very good. Yeah, no, Twins as well. 35 and 31. Expected 36 and 30. That's in there for a called strike as he finds the strike zone. Yeah, I can't wait to experience that Pennsylvania weather for about a week or so in July. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. And that's going to get past Gonzalez for a base hit as he throws to third, and he is safe. So runners on the corners here with just 1 out at the top of the 6th. And getting a little bit nervous here as Sanchez is going to be pinch hitting for Myers. He's batting .262, OPS of .739. Was J. Bell better on the Pirates or D-backs? I've never even heard of J. Bell. New York City, 78 and sunny breeze. There we go. Here it is. Well, we've had some pretty terrible weather the last few days. Raining is going to start here soon. So, yeah, Southeast Texas is some of the worst weather. Worst. It's terrible. All right, here is Sanchez. Here's the pitch. Swing and miss, strike 1. I know it's random, but I miss Freddie Sanchez. That was my favorite player when I was like in the 2000s. I miss Freddie Sanchez. OPS-wise, it looks like the Diamondbacks, but Pirates looking like for the careers. That's going to be hit to first. Oh, and he boots it. Oh, Horwitz can't quite get it immediately. If he did, it would have been a double play. He's forced to step on the bag, but the Marlins do score a run. So unfortunate there. Little chopper to first. Horwitz tries to backhand it. Again, he just kind of boots it. And unfortunately, that was too much time. Oh, man, my voice is cracking and sad. So Horwitz does get the out, but a run will score. So it's now 4-2. I'm going to say the best year of his career is with the Diamondbacks. He had some solid years with Pittsburgh. I want to go with the Pirates, but it's close. Final answer, Pirates. All right, it's going to be Hicks He's batting .274, OPS of .806. He's pinch hitting for Fortes, which is interesting. Fortes was 2 for 2, and he had swung the bat well yesterday with the home run. They're going for the matchup, I guess. That's going to be low for ball 1. If I could send pictures in the chat, I would send you guys the radar for this area. You would see a lot of green, red, and yellow. A lot more red than yellow, apparently. That's actually not good. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1 count. I got to travel in this later. I don't know. Hopefully it'll be okay. Ashcraft awaits the timeout as Hicks is going to step out. Again, 4-2 is your score. Pirates up. Marlins, though, with 2 runs. That's going to be inside for a ball. Marlins led off the top of the 6th with the home run. And then, of course, they scored just recently on the, I don't know if that wasn't really an error, but just unfortunate defense there. That's in the dirt. Handled well by Davis for a ball. Is J Bell related to Taco Bell? I think they are. Yeah, I want to say they are related. Jay and Taco. Taco, obviously, a lot more famous than Jay. So Jay trying to get into baseball. Wasn't a bad player by any means, but just really couldn't reach the heights of his brother, you know. So I don't know why they're taking forever here. All right, 3-1 count. I don't know what's going on. Here's the 3-1. That's in there for a called strike. 3-2 count. 2 outs. Pirates up 4-2. Runner on second. Ashcraft delivers in the dirt. Ball 4. He walked him. So Liam Hicks walks, and that's going to bring up Sanoha, who is 1 for 1. And he has a sacrifice. And Kelly's going to come out here again. So Ashcraft is going to be done. Wow. So Ashcraft can't quite get out of there as Ashcraft allowed his first run of his career today, and he's responsible for the runners on second and third. I'm interested to see who they're going to bring in. They didn't show anyone warming up, so the Pirates in a little bit of trouble here. Again, feel free to vote. We have an update here. Another person did vote for the Marlins in today's game, so it's 83% to 17%. But yeah, no, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Jose Guillen was a great Pirate. You should look up some of his throws from right field. I'll be sure to do that. I know Clemente had a really good arm too. But yeah, no, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Looks like Dennis Santana is actually pitching here for the Pirates. He has a ERA of a 2. I say OPS because I say it a lot. Whip of a .89. So really solid, but again, so was Ashcraft and couldn't quite get out of that. Again, if you do like baseball, well, it's a great channel for you. Pirates and other teams as well. I do mix it up. Again, I do listen to the subscribers. As you know, if it's not a Pirates game, I'm usually doing a game that's related to, you know, a subscriber that has commented frequently. So again, I do a lot of NL West because I have a lot of NL West subscribers. And tomorrow night, I expect to do Pirates Cubs, barring anything crazy happening. So it'll be another Pirates game. So again, if you're a Pirates fan, this is not a bad channel for you at all. But on Friday night, I believe I will be branching away from the Pirates as they play in the middle of the day, and I'll most likely be at work. So I'll be getting in a non-Pirates game on Friday, and I'll probably leave it up to a vote as well, as we are working our way back to Pittsburgh, where the Marlins have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Dennis Santana related to former ace Johan Santana. I don't think so, but I don't know. All right, Stowers is actually going to be pinch hitting for Sanoha. Stowers with a 274 batting average, OPS of 812. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner's going to set. Oh, no, he had to go back. So I forgot there was a guy on second. Davis was throwing back to second, forcing him to retreat. Almost got him. Just a tad. It's a really good throw. 0-1 count to Stowers. No relation. Final answer. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt for a ball. No, there's none there. 1-1 count. Stowers with 10 home runs, 33 RBIs. A really solid hitter. Got the day off today, but I guess they said, nah, you're in. Here's the 1-1. Stowers hits this left, but that one is foul. Again, the Pirates entered this inning up 4-0. Marlins have cut that in half. It's 4-2, and the opportunity to score even more as there's runners on first and second with two outs, in the top of the sixth. Santana sets. And someone stepped off. I think that was Stowers, I think. All right, Santana sets. Runner on first and second. As he delivers, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So, Pirates able to strand those two, but the Marlins did some damage. So we head to the bottom of the sixth. Your score, Pirates 2, Marlins 0. Is there your scores from around the major leagues? Some games happening earlier today. Marlins, of course, we're doing that one here. Pirates up 4-2. Phillies up 4-1 on the Cubs. Indians up 7-1 over the Reds. And those two games getting started there. Braves, Brewers, Blue Jays, Cardinals. They are at 0 apiece. And if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. Which original Marlin was better, Chuck Carr, Aristides Destrada, or Greg Colburn? I have no idea. Any of those guys. But yeah, no, if you're just a baseball fan, Pirates fan, well, I have good news again. I've been doing a lot of Pirates games. And I've also been doing a lot of other games as well if you're just a baseball fan. So, again, this is a pretty good channel for you. I don't think you'll regret pressing that button. Why? Because, well, it's free. This is free content. So I try to branch out there. Chuck was not that great as a Marlin. This is, and again, I'll be doing football as well. So hopefully I see you guys for the football season. Steelers and Pitt Panthers is going to be the guaranteed games of the week. But I will also have other games as well. So again, if you're a fan of other teams, you'll be able to vote for your team in the other window that day. And I will try, of course, to get other games in on Saturdays. I know I'm doing 2 at least, but there's potential for 4 if my voice can go all the way. I don't want to ruin the voice for Sundays, but I'll at least get 2 in, and possibly 3 and possibly 4. I will be doing one Sunday or one Saturday with 4 games. I just don't know which one that'll be. But again, potential for some more. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be Greg. Final answer there. All right, due up here for the Pirates is going to be Nick Gonzalez. He's 1 for 2, batting .250, OPS of 734. As they're interviewing the guy that caught McCutcheon's 241st home run. Didn't really catch it. As they kept looking for the baseball. Oh, wow. And Nick Gonzalez hits this to center, and that's going to be caught for round number 1. Yeah, I don't know. They were just showing a compilation of everyone literally trying to find the ball, reaching for things that I guess weren't there. So that will bring in Frazier. Frazier is 0 for 2. Batting .261, OPS 683. Whenever they just don't show the game, it really takes me out. I really hate this. I mean, it's neat, I guess, but like they should like not show the interview. They should show the game, as that's going to be upstairs ball 1. Like, we can listen to the interview. I don't care what he looks like. I don't care anything about what's going on out there. And they just don't like showing the game. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss strike call there. New pitcher for the Marlins, by the way. And I didn't know that because they decided to interview this guy and show nothing of the game. Backer. So that's going to be hit to right. Under it is Hernandez, who makes the catch for out number 2. Backer with a 4.73 ERA, whip of 1.28. Again, I don't know. I do complain, I guess, a little bit with the coverage of the Pirates, but I don't think it's great. They really leave a lot to be left desired. As that's going to bring up Henry Davis, 1 for 2, batting .202, OPS of 633. So we're approaching 2 hours. This game was moving by really quickly, but it's slowed down a lot as that's fouled back. In the third inning, we were at, entering the fourth, we were at 50 minutes. We're in the bottom of the sixth. We're at an hour and 53. Here's the 0-1. Davis pops it up. It's a very quick inning there, so you complain about something taking too long, and boom, quick inning. So we head to the top of the 7th. Your score is still Pirates 4, Marlins 2. Charlie Ho, who? No idea. Or Chris Hammond. And again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps a lot. Leave a like. Leave a subscribe. Again, it doesn't cost you a dime. Apparently there's a lot of Charlies that have played this game. See, Charlie here, strictly as a Marlin, not that good. 14-25 with a 4.58 ERA. Pretty good career, though. Played forever. And then Chris Hammond. Again, if you're just joining in, Pirates are up 4-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. Rough 6th inning. I mean, Falter allowing the solo shot to begin. He's yanked. And then Ashcraft, he kind of struggled. As I look up, I want to go with Chris Hammond here, final answer. But yeah, no, it's been rough. But I think, again, we're still up by 2. You never know what could happen, but still liking where we're at. But the Marlins have been hitting the ball a little bit well in the last few innings. So hopefully the Pirates can kind of nullify them. And again, if you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. If you're a baseball fan, great channel for you. Again, I've been doing baseball since the beginning of the season. And I've been doing a little bit more UFL. We'll be doing UFL Saturday night, the UFL Championship. Hopefully I see you guys there. If you're not able to watch it on TV, I got you covered. And, of course, NFL season right around the corner, and same with college. So if you're a Steelers fan or a Pitt fan, guaranteed those games with another game guaranteed as well, voted by you guys. As that's going to bring up Edwards. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, batting .275, OPS of 662. Last 5 games, Pirates bullpen ranking number 1. I know it's a small sample size, but got to take the wins whenever you can. Oh, you're very welcome, of course, Sean. Santana sets here as he faces off against Edwards to begin the top of the 7th. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, feel free to vote. I might actually have to update it because, I know the Pirates are up 4-2, but the Marlins looking a little better the last inning or so. That's going to be a ground ball to first as he tosses to Santana for out number 1. And I just heard a stat from Joe Block here. If the Pirates do win today, and this is actually very sad, this will be the first back-to-back series wins since last year's trade deadline. So it's been a while since we've seen them. You're a great sport. Am I a great sport? I don't know what you mean by that. I try to be. I try. One out here to Ramirez, 0 for 3, batting .228, OPS of 720. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball one. Pirates just, again, it'd be nice to see them win back-to-back series. This hasn't happened in a while. And they are playing well as of late. I can show you that again. I'm sure you guys know that's a swing and a miss. Strike one. And the Pirates are 6-4 in their last 10. Would be nice to, I don't know if they lost or won their 10th game, but be cool to see that go to 7-3, you know? And then it may stay at 6-4. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two. Pirates 27-41, Marlins 25-40. Again, I still feel like if the Pirates had not lost the way in the way that they did against the Marlins, that's in the dirt ball too, in the opening series against these Marlins to open up the season, then I think the Pirates would, I don't know, I think they would be around 500. You know, again, just losing in such a humiliating fashion to a team that's just not good. I think that just killed all the momentum or all the confidence they had as that's fouled back. You always research all my, I try, if I do, not saying I will, but if this were to take off, there might come a day where I'm not able to do that as often, so trying to do it while I can. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike three called. As he strikes out looking, Ramirez is still staring at the plate as he clearly disagreed. And that's going to bring up Hernandez, who's 2 for 3, OPS of 1110, batting average of 435. But I am still trying to work on a way, Sean, to where, again, you're an OG here. So I want to try to figure out how I can have you stand out. Same with Draven and Nick. You, Draven, Nick, Trisk. Obviously, he's been here since the very beginning, obviously. As here's a pitch, that's going to be hit foul. I'll try to figure it out, though. I'm going to try to figure out a way where you guys can stand out. So 0-1 count to Hernandez. I know, it's devastating, but I'm going to try to figure it out where how I can pick you out. As here's the 0-1, that's going to be in there, strike two. So I'm still looking at it, looking it up, how I can give you guys the ability to stand out from the crowd. As here's the 0-2, that's going to be chopped foul. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, I promise. 0-2 count. Santana sets and delivers. That's outside for a ball. One and two count here to Hernandez. Again, he's batting over 400 on the year. Hasn't really had many at-bats, but that's still very good. Here's the 1-2. That one's hit left. That one is going to go just foul into the seats. Frazier and Hayes were sprinting towards it, just couldn't quite retrieve it. Count is still 1-2. Pirates were up 4-0, but again in the sixth inning, the Marlins were able to score 2 runs with a solo shot, and of course there was the unfortunate happening at first. Horwitz couldn't get it in time. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right. Reynolds is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. So that's good news as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Your score, Pirates 4, Marlins 2. And once again, I got to promote myself. That's just how it goes. No one else will promote me, so I got to do it. I know it's annoying. But again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that like and subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day, way back when these Marlins kind of, ruined the season for the Pirates. So of course, you can say Pirates ruined the season for the Pirates, but Yeah, anyway, I've been here since the opening day. I've been, doing a lot of Pirates games. This is, what is it, my 24th? Yeah, it's my 24th game. The Pirates are 9-14 when I call games. Marlins actually 2-1, and all the three of those games were Pirates Marlins games. But again, if you're not a Pirates fan, you're just a baseball fan. Well, good news. I also do other games as well. So again, if you do like baseball, then hopefully you enjoy this channel. Again, last night I hit 200 subscribers. Again, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best, and I really am thankful for you guys. And again, if you're a football fan, it's great news for you. I'm a much bigger football fan than I am baseball. Not to disrespect baseball, in any way, but my dad raised me to be a Steelers fan. So if you're a Steelers fan too, I'll be doing all Steelers games. As I guess go head to head with Urinating Tree and all the other Steelers, fans. But also we'll be doing other games as well. You guys will vote for the other window on Sundays. So again, if you're not a Steelers fan, well, you still have a chance to get your team called. As again, I'll be doing votes, and same with college. I'll be doing all the Pitt games on Saturdays, and then there's going to be 3 other windows to choose from. I'll try to do at least 2, well, guaranteed 2, possibly do 3 or 4 if the voice can keep going. And of course, during the week, there's other football games as well. So, I'll be doing those. I'll try to be on every night. I might have to take one day off to, spend time with the wife and everything like that. But I'm going to try to dedicate, this to you guys, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. And she already knows. I already got her blessing, by the way. So don't think it's like, well, this guy hates us. No, I do not hate the wife at all. No, she's awesome. She's actually been very supportive. She actually made my thumbnails for me now. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Hayes is 2 for 2. And hopefully you guys do like the new thumbnails. Again, this was designed by her. I put the logos and the colors, but, she did the template. I think it looks fantastic. I stared at it forever whenever I was done, or she was done. It was so good. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to right. That may stay in play. No, it does not, as that goes into the second row. So the count is 1-2. And I am off today, so that's why I'm doing a game in the middle of the day. Normally I would do 2 games today, but tonight is actually a date night. So tonight I will not be on. But tomorrow night we'll be doing another game. I should be doing Pirates-Cubs, barring anything crazy. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Foul tip, actually. He struck out there, and that's going to bring up Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, batting .298. OPS of .725. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Is your wife a Pittsburgh fan, too? She doesn't really do sports, but she is a Penguins fan. I don't remember why she likes the Penguins, but she likes the Penguins, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. She liked the Penguins before she met me. I'm a Steelers, Pirates, and then very casual hockey fan. I don't really watch much hockey, but she's always loved the Penguins. That hits him in the shoulder, and of course he's going to get booed. But he kind of took that like a champ. He's just heading to first immediately, as that's going to bring up Cruz. Yeah, no, I think he just lost control there and just high in. Cruz is 1 for 2 with a walk, batting .230, OPS of .823. But yeah, tomorrow should be doing Pirates and Cubs after work, so hopefully I'll see you guys there if you're, of course, Pirates fans or just a fan of baseball, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. And then Friday, we'll be doing a random MLB game. Again, it's not so random, as I really do try to get the subscribers' teams in there. So I'll have to look at the schedule for Friday night. As here's the 0-1. Checked his swing, but he went. Strike 2. I'm actually curious. I kind of want to look at it now. 0-2 count. Interesting. Cruz is going to call for time here. He's going to use his timeout. Not going to lie, Yankees, Red Sox. I mean, I know it's an AL game, Sean, but hey, that's kind of appealing. We'll see. Here's the 0-2. Checked his swing in the dirt. Did not go. Ball 1. And, of course, I got some Padres and Diamondbacks fans. Interesting. And I do got to circle back to Cleveland soon. So we do have some Cleveland subscribers. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball. It's off the pitcher. Oh, and it went right to second for a double play. What are the odds that even happens? That is incredibly unfortunate. I'll describe it as best as I could. Ground ball, chopper, bounces up. The pitcher reaches for it. It tips off his glove, and then it goes straight to second base where he's waiting for it. He gets it, steps on second, and throws to first for a double play. How does that even happen? If that went on any different angle on his glove, that would not have happened. That is just unlucky. Unbelievable. So we head to the top of the 8th. Your score, Pirates 4, Marlins 2. Again, hopefully you do like what you see, folks. As, again, I've been doing this for a while. So, again, like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Yesterday, crossing 200 subscribers. Again, thank you so much. You guys are the best. Again, I really honestly didn't know what to expect because, again, I'm not the most diehard, baseball fan. But, again, I do enjoy calling games. And, yeah, this has been fantastic. The more I do it, the more I, one, figure out how to do it, but two, love it. As, again, I will be doing this next year. So, again, if you're a baseball fan in general, and no, it's not just Pirates games that I do, hit that subscribe button. But, again, if you're a Pirates fan, well, look at all the Pittsburgh logos there. I do mostly Pirates games, so come on. You got to subscribe. And same thing if you're a Steelers and Pitt Panthers fan, I'll be doing those games guaranteed with another game that'll be voted on by you guys. So, again, you guys control what I pretty much, do. So, again, hopefully you guys appreciate that and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys, but hopefully you appreciate me as well. I can handle Yankees-Boston. Well, hey, we'll be looking at Yankees-Boston Friday night, potentially. That'll be a good series. Do we think the Marlins are coming back? You got my money on the Marlins. Oof. Doing a great job. Thank you, Pittsburgh. As always, appreciate you. Again, hopefully there's other. Pittsburgh's the one that kind of told me that there's no other Pirates people that do this. I just find that hard to believe. I feel like there's got to be one Pirates fan that does this. That's crazy to me that there's not. If there is, well, again, thank you for choosing me. Marlins have been hitting the ball a little bit better the last few innings, making more contact, but I don't know, 6 outs. It's doable, I guess, with this bullpen as Ferguson's going to be in. He delivers there. That's at the knees for strike one. We'll look at Ferguson here. Ferguson with an ERA. He's kind of played a little bit better as of late. As you can see, the last few. Okay, what the heck? I hate the stupid ads. There's his stats last 7-15. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. 3.18 ERA, 2.0 win-loss, 1.13 ERA whip. I'm sorry. I love ERA, apparently. Say it all the time. So 0-2 count to Lopez. He's 0 for 3, batting .230, OPS of 671. 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. As here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt for ball one. It has gotten really dark where I am, so hopefully if the electricity goes out, it's after the game. Hopefully the game doesn't go on too much longer. Again, top of the 8th, Pirates up 4-2 over the Marlins. And yeah, no, pretty bad storms heading this way all week. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. He's going to take off to first, but the throw beats him for out number 1. So with 1 out here in the top of the 8th, that's going to bring up Wagaman. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, batting .250, OPS of 665. Again, feel free to vote. Looks like Pirates' percentages actually have went down. It's now 80%, as this one's going to be hit to short. Oh, it's off. ICAF's glove. He throws to first and gets him for an amazing play. Oh, my goodness. He tried to reach for it. Didn't quite catch it. Knocked it down. IKF then throws it to first and gets him by a step. That was fantastic. Actually, it was a very good play at first. That ball was a one-hopper there. So 2 outs, and that's going to bring up a Norby. As here's the pitch, and that's going to be hit to center, and that one just lands in front of Cruz for for a base hit here in the top of the 8th. So the Marlins have bringing the tying run to the plate. And that's going to bring up Sanchez, who's 0 for 1. Does have an RBI. Batting .260, OPS of 735. Yeah, I'm sorry. Usually, again, if you mention bets, which your bet contradicts Hammer's bet. I don't know if Hammer's still here. But Hammer has, I believe, the Pirates winning today, if I recall. As here's the pitch. Ground ball to second. Oh, he kind of boots it, but he gets it. Throws to first for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Marlins. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to search this up here. Yeah, you got the Pirates parlay. So we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pirates up 4-2. I believe that's monosaccharide. Yeah, I'm sorry. So far, not so good. Again, you'll have 3 outs to at least tie the game in the 9th. But right now, looking like the Pirates. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I've been doing this since opening day. It's not just a one-off. So, again, it's like, oh, this guy randomly doing Pirates games. Never seen him do this before. Or baseball games. No, I've been here. I've been doing this. Is my 45th or 46th game baseball-wise. Pirates game, this is my 24th. But I don't just do Pirates games, obviously. As the other 20 or so games, as I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like I just messed up. I'm trying to click off, and it's not letting me click off. You'll give 500 if I win. You would make 5,000. No, I don't. Yeah, well, hey, no, I can't even qualify for donations, but that's very nice of you. Thank you. But I can't even imagine getting money from this, to be honest. It'd be really cool. But anyway, again, if you're a baseball fan or a, NFL fan, college football fan, I'll be doing college football and NFL later down the road this year. So, obviously, whenever it's here. So, again, you'll have a lot of voting power in that. With the NFL, I do all Steelers games. And then you guys vote for the other window. And for college, I plan on doing Pitt Panthers and then another game as well. No, you're not. No, you're good, man. I appreciate it. You keep the money and you, I don't know, give it to someone else. Put 500 on black or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't gamble or bet myself, but I don't. But that's very nice of you. I do appreciate it. But no, I'm good. If you aren't subscribed, I'll take the subscribe. The subscriber there. Same with T there. Marlins are done. I don't know if they're done. We'll see. I mean, these are the Pirates that we're talking about. This is Andrew McCutchen, as that's a big swing and a miss there for strike 2. Again, McCutchen actually moved to 3rd place for the Pirates home run list, sole possession. As here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's going to bring up Horowitz. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, batting .197, OPS of 563. And I don't really mean to harp on anybody because that's not what I'm all about here. But Horowitz, every time I call a game and he plays, I haven't really seen him do anything. I really hope he's able to get it going. And Horowitz isn't up. That's Reynolds. Pardon me, but he'll be due up after Reynolds, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Reynolds is batting .233, OPS of 683. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Oh, 0-1 count as Reynolds asks for time. Backer is still in. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-1 count. 8 home runs, 39 RBIs, and yeah, no, I definitely hear the thunder. Holy crap. 1-1 count. Hopefully it doesn't go to the bottom of the 9th at this point. That's going to be outside for a ball. So 2-1 count. I do hope you win money, but I mean, well, I don't know about today, though. Here's the 2-1. That's outside for ball 3. Three and 1 count to Reynolds. Backer sets and fires. Upstairs, ball 4. So Reynolds walks. And that's going to bring up Horwitz, who is 0 for 3, as mentioned earlier, with 2 strikeouts, batting .197, OPS of .563 again. Hopefully, he gets it going. But every time I do a Pirates game, it just hasn't really worked out for him. So it'd be nice to see him do something here. As Backer delivers, and Horwitz hits this to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Oh my gosh, look at me. Look at me go. Motivating him as Reynolds is in at third. And Horwitz is at second. Oh, you're welcome, Pirates fans. I'm sorry, Monosaccharide. You probably hate me now, but it is what it is. With a double. And that's going to bring up Nick Gonzalez, who's 1 for 3, batting .242, OPS of .712. Reynolds, fortunately, not as fast anymore. He actually was very fast in his younger days a few years ago, but just not quite anymore. It's getting really cold. It must be dropping pretty fast out there. I'll have to turn off the air conditioning whenever I am done with this one. Here's Gonzalez. That's going to be outside ball 1. 1-0 count. He's batting .242, OPS of .712, 1 home run and 3 RBIs on the year. Runners on second and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Pirates up 4-2. That is in the dirt for a ball. So 2-0 count. As we have a brief stoppage of play. No one's called for time. It's just taking forever to get the ball, I guess, out there to the pitcher. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Almost hit him. .3-0 count. Bacher sets on the 3-0 and delivers. That's upstairs, ball 4. So the Pirates have bases loaded with 1 out. That's going to bring up Adam Frazier, who's 0 for 3, batting .259, OPS of .679. So I see the Pirates, you guys think, I mean, lately it's been Marlins votes, so 75% now for the Pirates to win this game, which is interesting. And they have bases loaded here in the 8th. They have the 2-run lead, but yet Marlins fans or Pirates realists are voting for the Marlins. So a mound visit here. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, every subscriber helps out a lot. It really does. I mean, I do appreciate you guys. You guys have been great, and I hope to keep up the content for you guys. Hopefully, again, continue to like it. As again, I'll be doing football later down the road, and we'll be doing the UFL Saturday night game, the championship game. So if you do like football, you'll get to see a little bit of a preview there if you stop by for football season. Hopefully you like it. As we're back, Backer sets as he faces Frazier. That's going to be low for ball 1. That's in the dirt, but that's going to not force the issue there as it was right in front of him. 1-0 count to Frazier. 0 for 3 on the day, but again, he's had 3 home runs and 16 RBIs on the year, so he can potentially clear the bases. Here's the 1-0. Frazier fouls this one back. Backer sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that is caught. Reynolds is going to tag up, and he's going to score. So that is a sacrifice fly for Frazier as the Pirates now lead 5-2 with runners still on first and second, but now with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Davis. Davis is 1 for 3, batting .200, OPS of .626. So that will make the Marlins that'll make the Marlins, ninth inning a little bit more difficult for them. And so here's the first pitch to Davis. That's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-0 count. The runners on first and second. Pirates up 5-2 now. As Backer looks over at the runners and delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to short. He's going to throw to second and get the out. And that was kind of dangerous there. As we head to the top of the ninth, the Pirates are now up 5-2 thanks to the Adam Frazier sacrifice fly. So the Marlins will have due up here. Well, they have a lot of pinch hitters already used. Hicks, Stowers, and Edwards. They're not exactly bad hitters by any means. 800 OPS there, 800 OPS there. Edwards is your leadoff guy. But again, might be one of the final opportunities I can promote the channel today. If you're new here and haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It's free. It won't cost you a dime. Again, I've been doing this for a while, so hopefully, again, you don't think it's just a one-off thing and, this guy's just trying to get a subscriber or two. Now, I've been doing this for a while, since opening day. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. It says I'm good, but also says I'm not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call this game from my phone because I have no idea. I think I'm good, but I also don't know. So that's kind of lame, but all right, I can tell you, and I do apologize. I know there's probably millions of people that left already. But we already have one out here in the bottom or the top of the ninth. Am I good over there? Okay, so I'm back, and I do apologize. Power flickered. Again, I was kind of hoping that it would not do this prior, as I had a feeling. But, yeah, one out here. I know I'm showing this. I think I can go back to this. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. This is all crazy. All right, so here is Stowers, one out here in the top of the ninth. Again, I do apologize, as now I have to look at my phone, as that's going to be outside ball 1. MLB TV on the Xbox here is cooked, but MLB TV on the phone, I can't show you the game or else I get freaking copyrighted. 1-0 count here. Bednar is in. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. And I don't think I'll be able to, if you're chatting, I cannot see it. I can tell you that right now. So, again, I'm very sorry. So, 1-1 count. I thought that was strike 2, but apparently it was not. My bad. 1-1 count here at the top of the ninth. Bednar sets and delivers. That is a swing and a miss, strike 2. I don't need this anymore because obviously it's not connected to anything. So 1-2 count to Stowers. And again, I do apologize for that. Bednar sets and delivers. That's going to be low for ball 2. I don't know if I'm getting old or not, but this seems like it's very small. I guess I could. I don't know why I need to have it right here. So maybe you can see the reflection off my glasses. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bednar strikes him out. And the Marlins are down to their final strike. Or out, pardon me. As that's going to bring up Edwards. Edwards is 0 for 3, batting .273, OPS of .658. This has not happened yet. I knew it would happen. Just looking at the clouds, looking how it's just dropping. Am I off now? No, you're here. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, thank you very much. So I will be able to now see the chat now. My wife is bringing a phone here. Thank you. It was just long enough to turn off. Yeah, no, unfortunate. I actually had to connect to the other internet because the backup internet loaded first. All right, here is Edwards. Bednar delivers. That's going to be in there, strike 1. as my wife locked the cat in here, and the cat's usually chill, but now the fact that the cat's trying to escape, that's the problem. Now that she can't leave. Here's the 0-1 count here to Edwards. Bednar delivers. That's just outside, ball 1. I guess there's probably not much of a difference on your end, but it is what it is. I'm glad I didn't end the broadcast. I was like, no way. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. So now the Marlins are down to their final strike. And again, I don't know if you're still here because of the power issue there, Mono Sakurai, but it doesn't look like you're going to win your bet. Hammer, though, probably will. So congratulations to him. And congratulations to Pirates fans as they're just one strike away. Of course, I might be jinxing him right now. Of course, it's David Bednar, who's been hot and cold. Here is the 1-2. That is in the dirt, ball 2. 2-2 count. Again, thank you guys for sticking with me. I know probably lost a good amount of viewers there, but it is what it is on the power outage there. 2-2 count. Bednar delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates get the win. They win back-to-back series for the first time since, before last year's trade deadline, as the Pirates will move to 28-41, as you may have heard that thunder there. Pardon me. But again, I do thank you guys so much for bearing with me again. If you do like what you saw, despite the power flickering there and losing a little bit of coverage, hit that subscribe button. Again, I do thank you guys so much. You guys have been so great to me. And again, if you're a football fan, I'll be doing football later down the road this season. Again, you guys will have the opportunity to vote for the non-Steelers game I do that day. So again, I'll be doing all Steelers games, but you guys will control the other one, and the same with Pitt Panthers and the other one as well. Again, I'll have games all throughout the week. But once again, the Pirates just winning now. Again, you probably heard that one. There's no way you didn't. Winning 5-2. Let's go. Thanks for the overview. You couldn't watch the game. Oh, yeah. No, that's what I'm here to do. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully you guys hit that subscribe button. Again, thank you so much for watching. And I will be back tomorrow night, as I got, date night with the wife tonight. So I can't do a doubleheader like I normally would do on my day off. But tomorrow night I work, tomorrow I work, and then tomorrow night got Pirates Cubs for you. Friday looking like it may be Red Sox Yankees. We'll see what happens. But you guys all have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. You have a good one.